Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Van. We are all the LFR family. Much love to you all. I really appreciate y'all. Click and play. If you're feeling extra generous, please make sure you share this bad boy. Go to the share link below, copy it, and share it on X, Reddit, LinkedIn, Facebook, inside of any Facebook groups. Share this bad boy. But also, the only price of admission for my live streams is to simply hit the like button. Simply hit the like button and watch it with us. And also feel free to answer the poll. We got a good one today. The main with this live stream is mainly going to cover is Elon Musk. Elon Musk was talking about how what was he talking about? He was talking about how we need to get over this woke mind virus that we're dealing with. And he points out exactly why. He's talking to Bill Maher, and Bill Maher, after hearing Elon Musk make the sense that Elon Musk makes, Bill Maher tries to jump on the train again. You know how Bill Maher does, but shout out to Bill, man. I love anybody who tries to at least stay in the center, even though they're far left or they're far right. At least they're trying to fight. But the way that Elon Musk broke it down is it makes so much common sense. But not only that, these are the tricks that's being played on all of us so that we can vote the way that we vote, so that we can have only the discussions that they want us to have through censorship. Certain things we can say, certain things we cannot question publicly. All of those things lead to propaganda. It leads to a socialist society, and that's not where we want to go. We should not give up our freedom of speech. Okay, that's number one. And that's a big reason. If you are a Democrat or if you are a black voter out there, and you look at my content and you're like, how is this brother even leaning conservative? How is he even looking at Trump and thinking about voting for Trump? It's the fact that you claim you don't want to lose your rights. You all claim you don't want to lose your rights, right? The Democratic Party is taking our rights. It's taking our rights. All right. All right. And then they're making us believe that the Democratic Party are poor and need all of this help, when in actuality, the Democratic Party are rich AF. They got bread, Fred. They are gaming us for our pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters, dollars. They are gaming us. And they act like they are for the little man when they are not. They are getting super rich, super wealthy off of our backs. So we're going to cover that. And we're going to cover Candace Owens giving her real take and understanding of why Trump is best for this country when she first decided to support him and all these things. Man, we're going to cover some good things. Hopefully y'all are blessed. Hopefully y'all gave God all praises, glory, and honor for waking you and your family up this morning, starting you on your way, giving you strength to make it through another day. He gave you eyes to see. He gave you a tongue to talk. You better get down on your knees and thank Jesus for giving you legs to walk, if you can walk, all right? Or giving you arms to be able to roll that wheelchair. But God is good. All right, let's get into it. Here's the first video that we're going to cover. This joint right here comes from Michelle Obama speaking at the DNC. And I want y'all to see the hypocrisy that shows up on this video, man. Love y'all. Hopefully you hit that like button. Let's get into it. Y'all already know my live streams are all over the place, but we have a good time. We have a great conversation. Love y'all, man. Thank you for pulling up.
She and my father didn't aspire to be wealthy. In fact, they were suspicious of folks who took more than they needed.
Okay, so she's talking about her mom and her dad did not aspire to be wealthy. As a matter of fact, they were suspicious of folks who took more than they needed. That's what Michelle Obama says. Now look at this right here. Look at these blessings. Her taking more than she need. Of course, one of the houses that they own, $12 million house on Martha's Vineyard. They have a mansion on Martha's Vineyard, but yet they claim that they are suspicious of those people who take more than they need. They are not a big family, bruh. Why do they need this big ass mansion on Martha's Vineyard? Hold on, I'm not done. Then they have an $8.1 million dollar house in DC, in Washington, DC. Why the hell do you need that huge daggone house in Washington, DC? Now, don't get it twisted, guys. I'm all about success. If you work for it, you can buy whatever you want to buy. You can live how you want to live. All I'm saying to you is stop being fake about it. Stop lying to people, acting as if you are not a part of the elites that take advantage of these little people. Okay, we're not even done. So that's an $8.1 million house in DC. And then their Hawaii property, which is $8.7 million that they have in Hawaii. These are the Obamas. And then on top of that, I want to riddle me this, Batman. How much did Obama make while he was the president? I do realize they wrote books and they did all that. I'm not trying to pocket watch at all, guys. I promise you I'm not. But they don't practice what they preach. And the fact that we still vote for them thinking that they're all about the little guy and they hate the rich and they are going after the rich. All of their friends are rich. All their not rich, wealthy. Thank you so much for the super chat, Michael. I appreciate it. 3 reasons why I'm voting for Trump is God, economy, and safety. I completely understand that. Thank you so much, big dog. SF4. Okay, San Francisco 49er fan. What's going on? Thank you so much for the super chat. It reads, keep speaking the truth. We are listening and we are sharing your words. God bless our country. Oh, bless you. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just make my heart smile. Just make my heart smile. But this is the hypocrisy that they are feeding them. Hold on. We got another one. Hold on 1 second. So that's 3 houses and all of them are more than $8 million. All of them. And then hold on. Let's check out the pantsuit that she was rocking at the DNC, baby. This pantsuit she has on is $2,580. And could you imagine how many of these pantsuits she has in her closet? $2,500 for a pantsuit, and you claim you are about the little guy? You claim that you represent the little guy. Kick rocks in your goddamn socks, Jack. Hold up. Check out the shoes. Check out the kitten heels. Hold on. We're not passing over the kitten heels. Check out the kitten heels she got with that $2,500 suit she got. So she got on a $2,500 suit, right? And she got on some $1,000 kitten heels. Huh? But yet she's at the DNC telling people that the rich are all in support of Trump. The rich are trying to steal your jobs. The rich are trying to send you back to slavery. The rich are trying to overtake you and take advantage of you and won't allow you to have decision over your bodies. And the rich are trying to take away your rights. And the rich and the rich and the rich. And it's all a freaking lie. I ain't got an issue with people getting their bag. If you want to wear Louis, Gucci, Celine, or whatever it is, and Dior and all these other labels, do your thing if that's for you, right? But don't be out here trying to race hustle or trying to act as if you are on the poor side when you are far from it. Don't do that. The Obamas hustled the system. They took advantage of the system, bro, and they still do. Yet, you got Donald Trump, who became president and said, you know what? I don't even want to be paid, bro. I'm not even here for that. Let's get to business. And they hate that. All right, let's get to our next joint. I ain't going to, listen, I told y'all this is going to be a little saucy. It's going to be a little saucy. Make sure you hit the like button, man. We are on it today. All right, so for our first joint we're going to cover, that wasn't even the first joint. We just wanted to cover the hypocrisy. Okay, so Bill Maher was just now interviewing Elon Musk. And when he interviewed Elon Musk was covering the woke mind virus, right? Now, I'm going to show you something that makes Elon so gangster, bruh. Elon is a goddamn gangster. And you know what? That's another reason why I fool with Trump. Now, don't think about gangster in the negative sense of the word. Come to it from the way, well, it's no real positive way to be a gangster. You know what I mean? I think David in the Bible was a gangster. Like, that dude went hard. He went hard for God. And y'all saw when he was outside stripping his clothes, and he said, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises will continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his holy name together. David was a man after God's own heart, but David was a gangster. You hear me? So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to Elon. And that's another reason why I am supporting Trump now, because Trump don't care, bro. He just want to do what's best by the people. But the way that they are painting Trump on the left, they are painting him to be this dictator, this guy that says, I don't like the way they're treating me. I want my mob, the MAGA mob, to go after them. I want you guys to completely destroy them. And that's not what's happening. Of course, they have to have a villain in order for them to come off as the heroes. And they have successfully, for their people, painted Trump to be a villain. And it's your job to look at this whole scope objectively, right? And you need to do your research. Not only that, you need to present your research to the other side so they can see the truth. Because right now, they got this whole woke mind virus that Elon Musk is about to talk about. I'm going to shut up. I know I run my mouth too much, but listen to this. Just check this out. All right, here we go. Let's go, Elon.
So I think a lot of people thought when you bought Twitter that this is kind of an outlier. Like, how does this, what doesn't fit with these other things you're doing? I never thought that. Because I think you're dealing with big civilizational issues and problems, and I was right on your page. I think Twitter is one of them. I mean, you have talked about this woke mind virus.
Yes.
In really apocalyptic terms.
Yes.
I don't. You should explain why you don't think it's hyperbole to say things like it's pushing civilization towards suicide. First of all, what is the woke mind virus? And if we don't deal with this, nothing else can get done. Tell me why you think that.
Yeah. So I think we need to be very cautious about anything that is anti-meritocratic and anything that is that results in the suppression of free speech.
Okay, now I'm not going to stop this a whole lot, I promise you. But he's letting him know we need to keep an eye out for anything that is against merit. If it's against merit and it's them trying to make up their own rules because of some oppression, some system, something that has been letting them down, so to speak. All right. And don't get me wrong. Do I think that there's such thing as systemic racism? Yes, I do. I do. I most certainly do. I just think that systemic racism comes from the Democratic Party. I'm saying that's just, listen, you probably think I'm idiotic. I just think it comes from the Democratic Party. I mean, we literally had a president said, I'm going to make sure these N-words vote Democrat for the rest of their life. Huh? Because he put certain measures in place. He put a certain system in place to make sure that these Negroes vote Democrat for the rest of their freaking lives. That's called a system. All right? That's called a system. Thank you so much for the super chat. It reads, cities ran by Dems would be clean and an amazing place to live if they really cared about the voters. I live in LA. And it's appalling what it has become to the city. You know what? Shout out to LA. Keep on doing your thing, making noise. Keep on doing your thing, educating and being a part of change. That's the only way you'll do it. But as long as people are being fooled with this mind wokeness that's going on, listen, we're going to get back to it. I'm going to be quiet. Thank you so much for the super chat. But listen to Elon, bro. He said if it's not about merit and they're trying to censor what you're talking about, pay attention to it. All right, let me go back just a little bit. Okay, let me be quiet. Okay.
I think we need to be very cautious about anything that is anti-meritocratic and anything that is that results in the suppression of free speech. So, those are two of the aspects of the woke mind virus that I think are very dangerous. Is that it's often anti-meritocratic. You can't question things. Even the questioning is bad. So. Another way to almost synonymous would be cancel culture. And obviously people have tried to cancel you many times.
Many times.
Yeah, I mean,
every week.
Yeah.
From left and right. I've had it from both sides.
Yeah.
No Diddy. No Diddy. From left and right, I had it from both sides. Listen to these guys. They're having a good conversation here. You can't even question things anymore without the woke mob coming after you. All right? I'm just saying, pay attention what they're talking about.
And it's interesting. People, you and I are both like in that little group of people. Maybe it's a bigger group now.
Yeah.
Who are called conservative, who haven't really changed. I don't think of you as a conservative.
I'm definitely, yeah, like I at least think of myself as a moderate, you know, so, I mean, at least I've spent a massive amount of my life energy building sustainable energy, you know, electric vehicles and batteries and solar and stuff to help save the environment. That's not a, you know, no. It's not exactly far right.
Now you hear that. Now, what he said was, I spend a great deal of my life trying to go another way, trying to save the environment. And as you can clearly see, look, I've been doing my part. And they're saying I'm far right from it. I mean, I'm far right because of it, right? All right. Now, let me just let you know this. I was an environmental protection specialist for Department of Defense for a total of 17 years before YouTube, shout out to YouTube, content creation allowed me to retire from working for the government and doing this full time. So much love to that. So I was a tree hugger. All right. I was a tree hugger, essentially. I had to get rid of all of the batteries, lead acids, all types of batteries. Anyway, there's really no way to get rid of these batteries that come from solar and from electrical vehicles. It really isn't. So I actually have an issue with that. But when you talk about the totality, when you talk about overall encompassing, making sure the climate is better, making sure the world is a better place, I think we're moving in the right direction. But we need to be careful because our power grid is a big thing. All right. I'm not going to get into all that, but I'm just going to let you know this. I'm behind Elon for taking the stance that he took, for putting this out there. Now, obviously, Bill Maher's like, oh, look at us. We're the same. I got canceled too. They try to come after me for saying certain things or trying to be more of a centristic type of thinker, you know, a free thinker. So they do come after them. But watch what happened in one of Elon Musk's conversations he had that really made people come after him because they thought, you claim to be this hellified businessman. You claim to be this businessman who know everything about creating a vibrant workforce and all this other stuff, and you're a billionaire and all this. This dude put it all on the line. He pretty much essentially said, if you are an advertiser and you got an issue with what I say out of my mouth and what I put on my platform, respectfully kiss my black ass. All right, that's what he said. He literally said, "I you don't believe me? For real." He literally, you don't believe me? Watch this.
But
you don't believe me?
How do you make a choice? You don't see. I mean, in terms of when you're going to engage. I mean, for example, even today, Elon, you tweeted this thing about George Soros. Well, I'm looking for it because I want to make sure I quote it properly. But I mean, you know what you wrote. But you basically.
It reminds me of Magneto. This is like, you know, calm down, people. This is not like made a federal case out of it.
You also you said he wants to erode the very fabric of civilization, and Soros hates humanity. Like when you do something like that, do you?
Yeah, I think that's true. That's my opinion.
Okay, but why share it? Why share it? Especially, because, I mean, why share it when people who buy Teslas may not agree with you, advertisers on Twitter may not agree with you. Why not just say, hey, I think this. You can tell me. We can talk about it over there. You can tell your friends, but why share it widely?
Now, essentially, he says, man, if you got something to say that could potentially lose you some money, why are you saying it? Like you and I, we can go over to the corner. We can have some drinks. You know, you can tell me it could be between us. But why put it out there when you know what can happen to you? Listen to me, guys. That is some sucker sugar honey iced tea. To only be able to discuss things in a whisper. If you are at a point where you are a grown adult, you are an adult, And you're saying that you only feel comfortable talking about things amongst my friends, amongst people who's not going to put it out there. You are a sucker. That is some bull sugar honey iced tea that I don't want to be I don't want to be related to. Don't be no sucker, man. Put it out there. You got the freedom of speech. This brother literally said, Elon, bruh, why do you have to put it out there? Do you realize that people who purchase Teslas might be offended? This dude said, that's not going to stop my truth. Like, it's still the truth. That's why I am supporting Trump. If you are black, or if you're a Democrat, or if you're questioning me for supporting who I support, this is why. People who don't mind putting themselves out there for the truth. All right, let's get back to it.
I mean, this is freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say what I want.
You absolutely are, but I'm trying to understand why you do, because you have to know it's got a it puts you in the middle of the partisan divide in the country. It makes you a lightning rod for criticism. I mean, do you like that? People today saying he's an anti-Semite. I don't think you are.
No, I'm definitely. I'm like a pro-Semite, if anything.
I believe that probably is the case.
Yes.
But why would you even introduce the idea of that?
Thank you so much for the super chat, Lisa. I'm so pleased that you caught my live stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all are awesome. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. And if you're feeling extra generous, please hit the share button, copy the link, and share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Reddit, X, definitely X, and make sure you hashtag Elon Musk. You show him what we're watching.
That would be the case.
I mean, look, we don't want to make this a George Soros interview.
No, God, no. I don't want to at all. But what I'm trying, even came up though in the annual meeting. I mean, do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position and I know it because he shares so much of it? Or are there advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you got to stop, man. Or, I can't get these ads because of some of the things you tweet.
This is the part right here that I loved. Please make sure you pay attention to this part right here. He asked him a question, and then Elon Musk took an extremely long pause. They call it a pregnant pause. He took an extremely long pause to gather his thoughts. Guys, when you're having conversations with people, make that a habit. You don't have to respond immediately just because y'all are having a conversation. Stop. Think. See if you fully understand what the person you're talking to is saying, so that you can respond to that. That's called having a conversation. This right here excites me. Like, I love seeing grown people have real freaking conversations, man. All right, watch this.
Can't get these ads because of some of the things you tweet.
I'm reminded of there's a scene in The Princess Bride. Great movie.
Great movie.
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he says, offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
This man said, I don't care if you offer me money or if you offer me power. If I gotta lose my freedoms because of it, I don't care. Keep it all. Keep it. Now, a lot of you might look at this and say, especially people who don't really support Elon Musk, a lot of you might look at this and be like, you already have everything, so you can say that. No, a person with integrity can say that. Wow, don't be so shocked. A person with integrity can say that. Simple and plain. When people heard that he didn't care that he was losing the advertisers simply because he wasn't talking about certain things, or he was talking about certain things too much, they thought he was dumb. No, that's called integral. It's really not a lot to put to it. That's just is what it is. All of us are sinners. None of us are perfect. Okay. But that does not mean we don't have to try, right? That don't mean we should lean on our ailments or our strongholds or certain things that are oppressing us or keeping us underrepresented, so to speak. That means really lean into your integrity, right? Really lean into your character so that you can, I don't know, you can be able to live with yourself. That's it. You want to be able to live with yourself. This brother said, I don't care, man. Take it all, bro. I don't care. Take your money. And we all know that these platforms are run off of advertisers. It's not that simple of a decision to make. I don't know if y'all fully understand that. A person that just spits in the face of advertisers and be like, look, if you want me to represent something that I don't believe in, then I'm sorry, you're going to have to keep your billions of dollars, billions. You're going to have to keep your billions. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts, man. Shout out to Elon. This dude he's gangster for that. He's gangster for that. You know who else is gangster? I'm going to tell y'all who else is gangster. This brother at the DNC. This brother went to the DNC and he stood there 10 toes down and he represented Trump. He represented MAGA. He represented conservatism. Watch this right here. Now, I don't really agree with how he was trolling. He was trying to start something. Somebody could have slapped the taste out of his mouth. It could have went sideways. But sometimes you got to do certain things to just shake up a hornet's nest. You know what I mean? You never know what you can start with this, right? So check this out right here. I don't really agree with how he's shaking up the hornet's nest. Thank you so much for your super chats, guys. Y'all are absolutely amazing, man. This one reads from EHEF. People coming out and talking about their politics, no matter what they are, is good. It shows a societal healing and a willingness to try and understand each other. You're absolutely right. I agree 1000%. This one right here reads, when I pause, I got nothing. When Elon pauses, it's because he has a million directions he could go. Nah, when you pause, you have something too. You just need to slow it down and you will gather yourself and really you will lock in with those thoughts that will make your next move your best move. I promise you, man, you got it. Don't think that you don't have anything. But Elon, I love the fact that he took his time. Watch this right here, guys. Just a little bit of it before we share this, before I show y'all Candace. Candace is coming up next. Don't leave.
Who was the better president? Doesn't matter.
No, I'm sorry. Trump didn't commit.
At least Trump knows what he's doing, unlike Biden. Biden doesn't even know what day it is of the week. Trump's not locked up. You know who's in jail? Biden's son. At least Trump's sons are successful.
You got Trizzy on?
Oh, what?
Trump? You got Trump on?
It says Trump, not Trizzy. It says Trump.
You call her Kamala, I'm gonna call that
Drake's Drizzy, so Trump's Trizzy. That means Trump's the GOAT. Well, you said Trizzy, not Tricky. You voting for Trump this fall?
What do you think?
Yes, because you want America to be great again. Oh, yeah. Let me guess. It's nice to fill up your car and it costs $60. It's great. You're irrelevant. Get back on your phone. Okay, little puppy. Keep walking. You heard me. I'm so irrelevant, but you're paying so much attention to me. Hey, could I get a Let's Go Trump 2024? Why?
I'm undecided. You can try to convince me.
I don't even have to. I'll let you walk in there and you'll leave right as Kamala opens her ignorant mouth. I mean, she just gets drunk and stands behind the podium and jabbers a bunch of nonsense. Are you guys voting for Trump? Polite thing to do is respond when someone asks you a question. Yes or no answer. That's what I thought.
Well, I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, I'm just saying, let's make America great again. Vote for Trump. You listening or are you playing on your phone?
Trying to record you. You are Trump.
Kamala just stands up there saying a bunch of nonsense. Well, I don't give a shit anyways. I don't care. I don't even care.
Watch her kick his ass on September 10th.
Oh, I'm so scared of her. Nah.
You should be.
I'm not scared of her. I'm not scared of her. You guys tried to take out Trump and failed. How does that feel? Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Only thing more embarrassing is your haircut. I hope they were handing those posters out for free. That's embarrassing. If you don't believe in freedom of speech, then don't tell me to shut up.
America's already great.
Oh, yeah. How's filling up your car at the gas station? So great, right?
Trump wants us back in slavery.
What'd you say?
Trump wants us back in slavery.
That's just some BS nonsense you hear on your news station. Anyone got one reason I should vote for Harris? Same, because I don't have one either. Smart man, bringing his headphones in so he doesn't have to listen to Kamala Harris ramble about some BS.
All right, so DJ Steezy, I'm glad you asked. DJ Steezy says, how does this make you feel? How does watching this make you feel good about the right? Nothing about watching this makes you feel good about the right. What it does is it shows a bunch of sheep who don't know why they are voting for the person that they're voting for. It shows a whole bunch of sheep who cannot name a policy that they are proud of that Kamala's fingerprints were on. This is a bunch of people who are ignoring the illegal immigration. This is a bunch of people who are ignoring the fact that we are getting rid of God from our country. This is a bunch of, should I go on? Should I go on? This is a young man that's out there challenging a whole line of individuals who can't name one positive thing that Kamala has done since she's been in office, other than being a black woman, other than representing the black women. So that's what this is all about. I appreciate you asking the question. I don't only answer super chats, just so you guys know. I could be a little bit of a firecracker from time to time, but I just wanted to show that because I don't mind people being bold enough to get out there and challenge people. That's it. You're getting out there, you're challenging someone. All right, so my last video I want to show you guys, we're going to have a small conversation about this, but I want you to hear something that that Candace Owens says. All right, listen to this right here. This right here is what it's all about. The Democrats don't want to have these types of conversations. When you start these types of conversations, if you are a Democrat, and please understand, we should have these conversations often. All right. And although I am a registered Republican, I've been registered a Republican after Obama's after his first term. That's when I registered, but I still voted blue no matter what, because that's what I was used to. I still voted for everybody you can name that's in office right now or been in office that's Democrat. I voted for it. Thing is, I grew up, and when I grew up, I started paying more attention to what was going on around me, and now we're here. Simple and plain. And I want you guys to approach conversations, political conversations with your friends, relatives, coworkers, or whatever, the same way I just now told you. It don't have to be emotional. It don't have to be a yelling fest. It don't have to be any of that. It don't even have to be you making fun of their person and then making fun of yours. It don't have to be that. Like, we simply think differently based off of our own living and our own values. Okay. So that's where we are. Listen to what Candace has to say, and let's have a short conversation about this. Check this out.
Black on black crime is something that our media tells us that we're not allowed to talk about. Over 93% of Black homicide victims are killed by other Black people. We are not supposed to be outraged, and we're not told to remember the names of those victims. Because if we begin to focus on that area, something that is causing real harm and devastation to our communities, we might uncover the truth. And the truth is that this is all by Democrat design. Our inner cities are all by Democrat design. Like Chicago, like Baltimore, and like Detroit, they have been run by Democrats for decades. We have been made to believe that the conditions in our cities are normal. We're supposed to turn a blind eye to the corruption, to the crime, to the gangs, and instead focus on what our media deems of more importance. We are instead told that we should be focusing on white people. We're supposed to be reactive and angry and fearful about white supremacy, when in fact, it is liberal supremacy that is harming our communities. I say this all the time. You show me a neighborhood where there are liberal policies that reign supreme, and I will show you a neighborhood where Black Americans are struggling in this country. For decades, we have been disrespected by the Democrats. We have empowered their party, lined the pocket of their politicians, and we have gotten positively nothing in return for our blind allegiance and faithfulness. I've recently begun to immerse myself, as I told you all yesterday, in old videos and interviews of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I came across an interview of him from 1964 where he was underscoring the problems that were in Black America at that time. And here's what he mentioned. I will quote: school dropouts, crime rates, illegitimacy, rioting, and other social evils, end quote. I find that list to be really interesting because he spoke that list 55 years ago. And yet today, across all of those categories, we not only have the exact same problems, but the problems have worsened. How is that possible? How is that possible in a society that has experienced so much social progress that we are seeing a decline in the Black community? The statistics of illegitimacy, crime rates, and illiteracy have worsened since the time of segregation and Jim Crow. In that same interview, Dr. King said something that I thought was timeless. He said, "It is both socially and morally suicidal to continue a pattern of deploring effects while failing to come to grip with its causes." This is reminiscent of Albert Einstein's famed quote, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results."
I can't understand for the life of me why people don't like Candace. I don't get it. Well, yeah, I do, because I was the same way when I very first started to go from music reactions and comedy reactions, and I was getting into political reactions. People were saying, "You should check out some Candace. You should check out some Candace." And I knew how the Black community treated Candace Owens. I knew how they treated her. I didn't know her. I just knew of her, and her name had a certain stank on it from the Black community because she says the things that makes us extremely uncomfortable and we don't want to address. We'd much rather address an AR-15 that occasionally is used by some crazy person to shoot up schools or shoot up events and whatnot. And we want to highlight that. That's what we want to highlight. Those events that happen 2-3 times a year, not trying to diminish them at all, because I think that they're heinous events. I think anybody who takes a weapon and go and kill innocent people are trash, period. But then that happens 3 times. Let's say 50 people die from it. Cool. But the thousands of people that are killed within the Black community, we hush those up. We don't want to look at those. We don't want to talk about them. We just call it gun violence. And then we move it over and we say the way to get out of this, the way to fix it is to get rid of all guns, right? Stop citizens from purchasing guns, right? Second Amendment, they don't like it. Well, guess what? You'll stop citizens from being able to purchase weapons to take care of their families or protect themselves. But guess who's still going to get the guns? The people who already don't follow your laws, the people who already don't follow your rules. They're going to have guns. These kids in these neighborhoods, these blue cities, they are getting more and more and more and more guns on a daily basis. I thought they were poor. How in the hell are they getting guns? How are they getting $300 guns with extended clips whenever they want? And they're shooting each other at a crazy pace. That still has not slowed down. Even back in the days of freaking Dr. King, we weren't shooting each other, but we were committing crimes for that day on a really high level. Now we're just doing whatever we want the people, but the Democrats don't really pay attention to that or want to place they don't want to highlight those events because it makes them look bad, right? So it take people like Candace to get out there and speak the truth. It take people like Elon to get out there and speak the truth. It take people like Trump to get out there and speak the truth, right? Okay, so that's something I really wanted to pay attention to, but there's something else I want you to watch that she said that really touched my heart. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know about this right here. Don't forget to like this video. That'd be awesome.
And the audacity to save Black America. It takes a lot of guts, and we all know this. When you wake up as a Black American and you realize the truth and you have the courage to speak out about it, the racist leftist media will attack you. CNN is a racist network, in my opinion.
Woo!
I've watched them over the past year sanction the violence of Antifa against Black conservatives. They have referred to all of us last year in the same exact room. CNN referred to all of us as paid puppets. They said we were paid to be in this room because they cannot fathom that we would ever have the courage to stand up and to tell them no more. No more victim narrative, CNN. No more victim narrative, MSNBC. No more telling us that we cannot do something because of the color of our skin. No more fear politics. No more attempts to scare us into voting for you. No more lies. No more half-truths. They attack the one president that has done the absolute most for Black America than any president in American history because they are scared. And I'll tell you what they're scared of. They are scared of no longer being able to control us. They are scared that we are actually waking up to everything that they have done to us. It was Clarence Thomas, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, in 1991 who warned us against what the Democrats and the media would do to Black people like us. This is what he said, quote, "This is a circus. It's a national disgrace. And from my standpoint, as a Black American, it is a high-tech lynching for uppity Blacks who in any way deign to think for themselves, to do for themselves, to have different ideas. And it is a message that unless you kowtow to an old order, this is what will happen to you. You will be lynched, you will be destroyed, you will be caricatured, rather than hung from a tree."
That comes from Clarence Thomas. Guess what? Clarence Thomas has been painted as much as he has achieved. He has been painted in a box that makes Black communities not respect him, not acknowledge him, not love him because of his ideologies. Please make that make sense. Candace is spitting fire. And this right here is the reason why you need to share this. That's it. Because there is a certain thing called algorithm out there. And we create our own algorithm. And a lot of times mainstream media makes us afraid to hear something opposite of what they feed us. They let us know, don't go behind that gate. Don't look behind that door. What's behind that curtain is not your business. This is what they're going to talk about. Lies, 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 and lies. And they hate you and they're trying to turn you into slaves again. You don't want to listen to those people. Those people just so happen to be the Candace Owens, the LV Nation, the LFR families. The list go on. Like, we are the people that they're trying to close off their algorithms for. This is the reason why you need to share these bad boys aggressively so that they land in front of the people who need to hear this. The people who are in the center, the people who are being led astray, run amok, okay? For everyone out there who get a little worried and you feel like you can't get through the thing that you're dealing with, just know that God he talks about this in the Bible, 1 Corinthians 10:13, through Paul. And he said, there have no temptation taken you, but God is, there have no temptation taken you, but God is, what the crap did he say? That's a long daggone verse. I shouldn't even brought it up. Now I got to bring it up. Now I got to go look for it. God is faithful, who will not tempt you above that which you are capable, but will provide a door to escape so that you will be able to bear it. God will always lead you to a better way of getting out of whatever circumstance you're in. He will provide you with resources. He will provide you with people. He will provide you with information. He will provide you with anything that you need to get out of your current event, because there is nothing you're going through right now that somebody else has not already gone through. And because they've already gone through it, clearly there's a blueprint for it. 9 times out of 10, the basic instructions before leaving Earth is the blueprint to get out of most things that we deal with on a daily basis. Okay, so make sure that you're using that tool called the Bible to get out of certain things. Now, some of you don't believe in the Bible. I'm not going to fault you for that, and I'm not going to give you extra credit if you do believe in the Bible. All I'm saying is that helped me. The Word of God helped me. All right, on a daily basis, I thank God for all of the blessings in my life. And sometimes, especially nowadays, I don't even ask him for anything in the prayer. And that has helped me. It has helped humble me. it helped me focus on my blessings in life, the small things, me being able to just wiggle my fingers or use have the activity of my limbs. It just means the world to me to be able to do those small things. So please make sure you're giving God praise, glory, and honor for all of your blessings. Okay. All right. This is not a church show. It is Sunday. So it will behoove us to at least cover a little bit of the word of God every now and again. Okay. Thank y'all so much for pulling up all of my blues. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for all of your help. Y'all are so dope. So dope. Lisa Marie, thank you for being the first person to always come through. Sometimes it's Angel, sometimes it's Hazel, sometimes it's Catalia, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's B, you know, sometimes it's Renee and Scooby. Welcome. D, welcome. Bless you guys for helping out. I really appreciate it. Everyone who submitted a super chat, thank you so much for going above and beyond. I really appreciate that as well. We just now got a couple more from Mary Sipe, who says, love the message you shared. Thank you so much. We have one from Joe, who said, I will pay LFR to be here. Please don't, but bless you. And also shout out to Patricia. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, guys. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see you guys a little later. Hopefully. I'm thinking about going live a little later. So love y'all, man. Peace. Take care of yourselves and others. And don't forget to thank God immensely for all of your blessings. We're starting to put the truth out there. We're starting to put the truth out there. Be proud of what we're doing. Please be proud of what we're doing. We're putting the truth out there. People need this perspective. Okay? All right? And stop thinking that your truth is the only truth that's out there. There's one truth. All right? There's only one truth. All right.